Oh my gosh, that was a big one. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. You're being very loud down there. Very loud. What is your malfunction? Huh? What is your malfunction? Excuse me. What are you doing? You're a goofball. Yes, you are. Oh my gosh, I saw that one coming. What is with all the sneezing, huh? You're such a goof. Oh, big stretches. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, we got some rain last night. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. Here we go. Wow. Oh, it smells good. Hello. What you doing? It rained. Yeah, we got woken up. I'm not sure what time it was. But man, it thundered and lightninged last night. I don't know if we've ever been in a lightning storm down here. I was laying in the bed. Maybe it wasn't that late. I think I might have still been awake. Maybe 10:30, something like that. And I saw lights flashing coming from the cab of the truck, and then I heard the thunder. And there were a couple of thunderclaps that were pretty loud and close. Started bothering this guy. He was down in his bed. But it ended. The rain stopped and the thunder moved on. It was maybe 10 minutes and it was over. But it rained pretty good. It rained pretty hard. So a nice desert lightning storm last night. It was pretty cool. And it smells so good this morning. Huh? You didn't like that thunder last night? I know. I know you didn't. Okay. Kisses? Thank you. Thank you. The old dogs give kisses. Yeah, Lefty's about 10 years old now. I can't believe that we've been together that long. I can't believe that he's 10 years old. I don't know exactly how old he is. I don't know when I got him at the shelter. I don't know his exact age, but you know, within a few months. So I always say his birthday is, I celebrated on the day that I found him at the shelter. And he decided to come home with me. Yeah, so it's in March. Lefty's birthday is in March. You want to go outside? Huh? You want to go out? Okay. Let me get the door shut. Oh, I wanted to mention this. If y'all are ever thinking of doing my idea here, of having your leash next to the door so you can hook your dog to it, be smarter than me and move it over. Excuse me? Because sometimes this gets caught in the door. So mount it over here. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, come on. Come on. Whew. Boy, did we get some rain last night, huh? All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to try a different setup here for our walking. And please tell me if this sounds better. And does it look better, too? One thing that I have found over the years of making videos is you can collect a lot of gadgetry when you're making YouTube videos. And when I first started years ago, I didn't know anything. Oh, I'm sure you're looking right in the sun. Let's try this. When I first started years ago, I didn't know anything about video making. I worked in printing. I have a degree, actually went to college for graphic arts and printing. So I was in the print industry, which has nothing to do with video. So when I started making videos, I didn't know anything about it. So I bought my first camera. It was an action cam, like a GoPro style camera, because I figured for me that would, be able to handle the rough and tumble stuff that we do. And, in that respect, I was right. Instead of having a big, like camcorder style camera, and they're not very big anymore, but, to have something that was easily mobile, can be attached a lot of different ways. So I didn't get a GoPro, and I've never had a GoPro because the cost. I'm going to say it again, I'm kind of cheap. And if the A level costs this much, you get the B level item, and sometimes the C level. So my first camera was from a company called Yi, Y-I, and it was their Yi Light. And it shot 1080p up to 60 frames per second. And it could also do, if I'm not mistaken, it could do 4K, but I think only at 20 frames per second. I never do 4K. It just takes up too much hard drive space. So I got that camera, started shooting with it, and quickly found out my mistake that camera did not accept any kind of external microphone. You could only use the little mic that was built into it, which I again found out was pretty bad. So that first camera got me started making videos. And if you go back to our early videos, those of you that are new to the channel, at the end of every video in my end screen, there's a link that says watch all of our videos. If you click that playlist, it'll take you back to our very beginning, and you can watch, if you're a strong enough person, you can watch every video we've ever made in one continuous playlist. So that little Yi Light camera got me started, but not being able to have an external mic was a real, bummer. So I started looking for another camera, and that's when I got an Akaso camera, and that one was the V50 Pro from Akaso, and it could take an external microphone, but then it had a limitation. It could only use its external microphone. You couldn't plug in any old mic into it. Microphones have like a 3.5 millimeter plug on them, like a headphone plug, same kind of thing. But that camera could only use its external microphone. End up walking through somebody's camp when I'm not paying attention. So the Akaso V50 Pro, great camera, really high quality. The Akaso company, so the V50 Pro, really great camera, really good. I bought a second one because so that I could have two, like one clipped to, you know, the motorcycle pointing that way and one clipped on the motorcycle pointing this way. I gotta pause video. So I used the Akaso V50 Pro, two of them, for quite a while. Made a lot of videos with them. I was able to plug an extension into the microphone. I almost said wireless. It was not wireless. I was able to plug an extension into the end of it, so at least it wasn't like only 3 feet long. It was like USB, micro USB, I think. This is before everything went to USB-C. So I used those two Akaso cameras for a long, long time. Made a lot of videos with those. And Akaso is a good quality camera. The Akaso performed pretty flawlessly, both of them. And they sent me a new camera, an action cam, and I really haven't made use of it too much. I'm going to show it to you here really quick while we're talking about camera gear. It's their Brave 7. It's another action cam. It does allow external microphone. I got an adapter for it to convert it to 3.5 millimeter so that I could plug any microphone into it. And I haven't yet been able to get that to work. And that's what's really been holding me back from kind of rolling that camera out. It shoots beautiful video footage. I'm just having an issue with getting good audio on it. If you want a less expensive version of a GoPro that performs, I'm gonna say pretty dang good, really good. So in our timeline of YouTube gear, we've got the Yeelight, then we've got two Akaso V50 Pros. Then I decided I really needed to be able to plug any microphone into my camera, you know, with just a 3.5 millimeter plug. So I looked to see what the options were, and I landed on, well, it's the camera that you're watching right now. This is the DJI Osmo Action camera. And it is a great camera. It's the most expensive camera that I've ever bought, but it's still, what, half the price or more, less than a GoPro. And it shoots, well, you're looking at it. It has, I think it's called Rocksteady electronic image stabilization. So you don't get the ups and downs and chattering and stuff when a person is walking, or if you're riding or driving. It just smooths it all out. And you can probably tell from the footage here that it's smooth. Like yesterday's video, and I'm sorry, it sounded terrible. I'm really sorry. That was my phone. And my phone, you know, like most, has two cameras, front and back. And one of those doesn't have image stabilization. And you can tell whenever I pointed the camera this way. Come on, this way. In the last video, whenever I pointed the camera at me, it got very jittery. And that's because my phone doesn't have that stabilization on the front-facing camera. See how moist the dirt is? Hey, this way. Come on, this way. Left, this way. Hey, come on, come on, come on. This way. Don't go that way. Come on. Goofball. He loves it when it's moister like this. I know it feels good on his feet. So DJI Osmo Action, that's the camera again that you're watching right now. Great camera. Absolutely great. And I was able to easily get an adapter that plugged into the USB-C that gave me a 3.5 millimeter microphone input, and it works. So right now, you're hearing me on my Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone setup. And this came to me from Tom, and you can tell, I'm sure, the audio quality is far superior to any microphone that's just pointed at you. I've got this little one clipped right on me here. And then on the top of the camera that you can't see is the base unit that receives the wireless, and then it's plugged into the camera. So it's such a good piece of gear, not cheap. I think the wireless kit was the same cost as the DJI Osmo Action camera, but for audio quality, especially when you're far away from the camera, it can't be beat. It's so good. I wish I could use it every time I'm shooting something, but it doesn't lend itself to every situation all the time. And especially if we're out walking and I decide to pop my phone on and turn the camera on, you know, I don't have the wireless setup with me. So it's not used 100% of the time, unfortunately. So if you've been keeping track, that's the Yeelight, 2 Akaso V50 Pros, the Akaso Brave 7 that they recently sent me, the DJI Osmo Action. That's 5 cameras. That just sound, no wait, is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's 5 cameras. That just doesn't sound right. I got another one. A couple years ago, another YouTube channel did a tour of my rig, and while I was with them, they handed me a camera that was no longer being used that they had, and that's the one that's it's got the zoom lens on it, so that's the special camera. I call it the big camera because it is. It's a 35 millimeter digital. It has I'm not sure what the zoom strength is on the lens, but well, I can zoom in and see the craters of the moon. I know that. Oh, I heard that. Oh, there's a coyote right there. Look at that. There's a coyote. Oh, jeez. Ah! Oh, my God. No. Oh, God. Ah! Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's jacked up. Oh, hey. Come here, left. Oh, this one hand holding him. Oh, there, see, they wait. They want the dog to follow them out there. And then they all attack. That's what they do. See, it's just standing out there. It's waiting. That's what they always do. What, left? Oh, that's a coyote, huh? Yep. Yeah, see, cameras like this don't have zoom really, so I can zoom it while I'm editing, but it won't look great. So if I had my donated camera, the big camera, we could zoom in on that thing's eyebrows. But right now, this is the best I could do. Okay. Okay, puppy. Okay, come on, let's go back this way. Come on. Yeah, it's a good boy. Oh, so excited. Okay, so that's the end of my camera list. And then, of course, I have my phone camera that I use periodically, like you heard in the last video. And it sounded bad. Again, I apologize. When I make the video and I can clip out some of the wind noise, and then I process the video, and then the video uploads to YouTube, and YouTube does its processing, and after that, unfortunately, is the end result we got that wasn't great. Hey, he's still standing out there, just waiting. Now, I know he could handle himself with 1 coyote, maybe 2, but after that, he'd be at a disadvantage. He's pretty tough. But they're professionals. That's what they do for a living, you know. They kill stuff, and he doesn't. So they would have a leg up on him. Okay, so back to the gear. So I talked about the wireless mic setup we have here. I also have a Rode shotgun mic, and I'm sure you've seen those in a lot of videos. They got the big furry, I think it's called a dead cat. It looks like a cat tail, actually. It's a big furry wind block on it. That's a really great microphone. Good for stationary use, like not for when we're out walking around. Oh yeah, he's watching it. Oh, he wants to go out there so bad. Where is it? It's out there. It's out there. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the Rode shotgun mic, and then I have a second microphone that's a, oh gosh, what's the name? I can't remember the name. It's a dual-headed microphone, and that's one that I've had some issues with. It only works on the big camera. It has a microphone that points forward and a microphone that points back. And you can use so that you can get good audio no matter which way you're pointing the camera. That's a big problem when you have a shotgun mic pointed forward. As soon as you go behind the camera, your voice gets really muffled. And I know you've had videos of mine where every time I turned the camera one direction, my voice would cut in half. And that's because I was using my Rode shotgun mic. But it also could have been because I was using my dual-headed mic on the wrong setting. So when I have the dual-headed mic, and I finally figured this out, and it sounds silly, it has two options. It's a little graphic and a switch. In one position of the switch, it shows one microphone, and the other position of the switch, it shows two microphones. So to me, I always clicked it onto the two microphone setting because I wanted to use both the front and back mic. That's not how it works. What it does when you put it on the single switch, it blends both mics onto both channels. When you put it on the two microphone switch setting, it puts one microphone on the left channel and the other microphone on the right channel. And that's where I ran into a lot of problems because I always thought I was supposed to have it on the two microphone switch position. No. So you shouldn't hear that muffled sound when I turn my camera anymore, as long as I have it set up correctly. Now, don't think that's the end of my gear list, because in addition to the cameras and the microphones, I have so many attachments and clamps and brackets and mounts, and all of this gadgetry has collected up over the years. An example is, you know, each Akaso camera comes with a whole bag of different mounts and attachments and a waterproof case, and so, you know, I've got 3 of those, and the E camera came with a bunch of attachments. The DJI camera came with a bunch of attachments, and then I've purchased certain types of mounts and stuff over the years that I needed, you know, for a specific thing that I was trying to do, and all of that stuff has added up, and I have camera bags and cases just full of all of those kind of mounts and things. It's just crazy how much stuff I have after all these years of making videos. Really crazy. Come on, pup, let's go this way. Well, thanks everyone for listening to me ramble on about all of the camera gear, and the coyote chase was pretty exciting though. I appreciate y'all being here. I've got a new gadget that's going to be coming up. I showed you some clips from it, a little flying camera thing, so watch for a video coming up on that really soon. It's a really cool little thing. Everybody take care, be safe. We'll see y'all again really soon. Excuse me. We just had a couple of visitors come by to see us. It was very nice. I love when folks drop by. So do you, huh? Especially when they bring you treats. Yeah. Spoiled.